Joining me now is the Dean of Valuation, Aswath Damodaran. He's NYU Stern School of Business professor and author. We love having you on the show. Can I pick your brain a little bit about the discussion we just had? I mean, what would your years of following markets tell you, or maybe would you want to tell investors about the period we're about to enter?
It reminds me of the song from Encanto, but basically with the Fed replacing Bruno. I think we're talking too much about the Fed. I think the reality is interest rates are rising with or without the Fed. The Fed has to go along and make it look like they're in control. But if inflation stays at 4 to 5%, there is no universe where rates are going to stay at 2%. So I think part of the reason the Fed is acting the way it is, it realizes the game is very quickly getting out of control.
What are the options that it faces here? How do they try to manage the situation, the best way possible?
I think what they have to do is accept the fact that inflation is a real problem. As long as we dance around this, I don't think we're going to be able to deal with it. And the mistake they made was for the bulk of the last year, they played games around inflation. It's transitory, it's a passing phase, it's supply chains, but it's here. And the problem with inflation is once it's here, it's very difficult to put back in the bottle. You have to hope it's not too late, that the only way to put it back is to put the economy into a recession, perhaps a deep one. Because historically, that's been the only way to bring inflation back under control. There is no easy path here.
Do you think that's what the markets are signaling, that the Fed has to pursue tightening and that's what the effect of it will be?
In fact, I'll make a prediction. Even if the FOMC comes back and says there's no rate change, there might be a little positive uptick on that. But markets are going to go back to looking at the fundamentals and say interest rates are going up with or without the Fed.
And if interest rates are going up, do you think that could happen even if the economy slows for a period of time?
It's a question of how much it slows. I mean, if it slows enough, and that's why I said one cure for inflation is something we've never wanted, which is a deep recession. I mean, that could cure inflation, but at what cost? You've killed the patient in the process.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.